Hi gang, welcome back to Hither TMD in O-Gauge, and today we're just going to do a little scratch building of a window. Now the window we are doing is one window, and it's this one here. Square window. Doesn't seem that interesting because it doesn't look like there's much to it. However, according to a photo, it looks like it's glass blocks. So I'm not going to put in there, what's that, 12 by 12, 144 glass blocks individually in the little window space. So we're going to have to try and make a representation of it. So for that we're going to go to the workbench. But what materials I have got, excuse me, get close. Steve Smith of Railway Laser Lines, when he done my joists for the roof, there the frames, he cut me out some square pieces of acrylic, thick stuff, and this is what I'm going to use. Put that back on the bench, and I've got a hacksaw blade, some filler, and we're going to see what we can come up with. So here it is, my acrylic square, shiny side, still got the backing on it. I have sized it and trimmed it to fit the window aperture, and there we go, one piece of glass. Well, that's not going to quite do me, is it? I'm trying to make it look a good representation. Coincidentally, and it is a coincidence, it's 12/8 of an inch by 12/8 of an inch. So all I've got to do is sort of semi-accurately, every 1/8 of an inch, score a line down it. That is the plan, and it's going to be try to keep it accurate so that they are sort of square, otherwise they're going to stand out like a sore thumb. But I tried with the junior hacksaw blade on a template. See, already here is said template to practice the technique on, and it does work. And this is what we're going to do. I'm going to place this on the mat at the edge, and with my square, every 1/8 of an inch, I'm going to place it up there, and then I'm just going to get, now that my hacksaw blade, there's two ends. One way the tooth is pointing one way, and on the other end the tooth is pointing the other way. Now I want it to draw this to myself, so I want the teeth pointing towards me, so when I pull it back it cuts. And that will give me the control I need to just gently run up the side of the square and put a groove in it. But I'm going to have to make several passes to make it deep enough, because if I do one pass it's not going to be deep enough for the filler. This is the plan, this is what I've come up with, this is the best solution from what I can tell. So there we have, on the square, he happens to be the 1/8 of an inch lines there on there. So I'm going to try and keep it, I'm going to try and keep that square and still so it doesn't move. Line it up with the first line. Get my hacksaw blade with the tooth towards me and scribe a line top to bottom and do a few passes to make a nice groove in. It's there. You're not going to want to watch all of this. I'm just going to keep going along here with the square, line up to the next line as best as possible. and cut the slots in it. They look quite straight, which is the hope. They're not that big enough to scratch. Maybe if I get the light right, there you go. So I'm just going to work my way all the way along. I'll probably do to the middle on this side, then I'll swing it round and try and line it up and hope that when I do it the other way the lines will still line up, because that way I can hold this better while I score the line. So I'll be back shortly. So there, I've done one side. A couple of lines are a bit skewed, but we'll see how we go the other way. I've got more acrylic if I need to redo it, but we'll see how close this goes. You know, we've got one thick line there where it didn't cut down in the same slot each time. It did wander a little bit and cut wide. Otherwise it's pretty good, and this one here is at a slight angle because of where the square was. But I shall now do on this axis vertically, and we'll see how it looks when we uncover it. So here we have it, one window. Now I'm going to peel that off, and that's what we got. But to make it stand out even more, with my very fine interior small crack filler, you just get a little bit of filler and work it in to the cracks and the scratches. 45 degrees is about the best angle. And that fills it in nicely. I'll slot it in the window and we'll have a look. So guys, what do you reckon of that? Although I might do it again because of the couple of thick lines on it, but I think that's pretty close. And then my battery's flashing at me, so it's about to stop recording, so I'll say enjoy modelling, and I'll catch with you on the next part of this shed build. See you later.